This is a short demo for Hanford Insurance to share with clients that are considering Employee Navigator as a way of onboarding their employees to benefits. I'm going to show what the Employee Navigator experience looks like, and I'm going to use an employee that might be familiar to some, Neil Armstrong. So we're in open enrollment, and we're going to help Neil make his benefit elections. And the nice thing about this is instead of Neil going through this experience on his own, he's going through it with an enrollment guide to help assist him through his benefit elections. Over here are the steps. So we have his personal info, his address, dependent info, and then we're helping Neil make his benefit elections. So he's going to elect medical, dental, vision, group life, short-term, long-term, accident, critical illness, hospital, voluntary life, and then last part of it is the enrollment summary. So I'm going to walk you through what this looks like. Neil's 56 years old. And Neil lives in Naperville. So he's in Naperville. We'll hit save and continue. Neil has a spouse, Nellie, and a child, Nolan. So that every employee, we ask their dependents, because what that does then is it helps us with the benefit elections that follow. So now Neil can elect coverage for either himself, he could cover Nellie, or he can cover Nolan. And all of the cost information is broken down. So this is the medical. When we look at the medical, there's two health plans. I can hit the compare and show Neil the difference between the two plans. And when I unselect Nellie and Nolan, you could see the cost per pay differs. So what we do when we introduce the Employee Navigator system, we get the plan designs from Hanford, from Brad and from Megan. We get the contribution amounts from the employer, and then we break that down for the employee on their benefit election. So again, I'm going to just elect this benefit. I'll select the $1,500 plan, and I'm going to make that election and hit save and continue. And then it moves to the dental benefit. So the dental benefit, Neil is going to cover the entire family. So we're going to include Nellie and Nolan. So we have that plan selected. The dental PPO, we'll hit save and continue. The vision, I'll show you what it looks like when we waive a benefit. Neil has perfect vision. So I'm going to unselect that benefit. I'll hit covered under spouse's plan and then hit apply. So he declined that benefit. The life insurance, we could collect dependent or beneficiary information in the system. So we'll hit save and continue on this benefit. It's an employer paid benefit. When we elect group short-term disability, we let employees know because it's an employer, that it can be employer paid. This is a tax-free benefit because it's employee paid. So it's $14.18 cost per pay. So we select that plan and hit save and continue. Long-term disability, this is an employer paid benefit. This picks up after 90 days. And again, it's based on income. We typically bring that through the group providers. And then accident insurance. Accident insurance, Neil is going to cover both Nellie and Nolan on that. We'll select both. And then as you notice, this keeps popping up. So when we do, if we do have self-enroll turned on in the future, they have enrollment support that pops up here. So phone support, they could contact Ed Weimler, they could email Ed, or they can schedule an appointment to meet with Ed. Right now, this is a guided experience where the enrollment guide is helping the employee through that. We could do this either face-to-face, or we could do it through telephonic enrollment. So the great thing is, we know that some employers have their employees out working on job sites. So we could actually schedule an appointment and help walk the employee through their benefit elections at a time that's convenient for them. And then we're helping to put the information into the system. So we're helping them through telephonic enrollment. I'm going to hit save and continue with the family on this plan. And then that's going to move us to critical illness. So the critical illness benefit, as you can see, there's a $35,000 benefit. The spouse and the child are covered at $17,500, 50%. And this is guaranteed issue up to $35,000 because of the executive broker partnership that Hanford has with Colonial Life. Hospital indemnity, this is a really popular plan for people who are planning families. For this example, I'm going to skip this benefit. So I'm going to just put not interested and hit apply. When we look at the voluntary life, there's a buy up option. I'm just going to decline that because the employee has the basic life through the employer. So we'll hit apply there. And then this is the summary of the benefits. So every employee at the end of the enrollment will get a breakdown of the total costs associated with the benefits. So you could see Neil elected coverage for the family on critical illness, on the family for accident. We have long-term disability. We have short-term disability. We have employer pay life, dental, and medical. Total cost is $235.92. And we share this with the employee. And once the enrollment is completed, we just simply click here to sign. And then we send them an electronic version of this enrollment summary. So we hit print to PDF and send the employee this electronic enrollment summary, completing their enrollment. So if for some reason they have questions or they want to make adjustments to the elections after they've done the session with the benefit counselor, they can reach out to our team and we can adjust that for them. I hope you found this helpful.